Good afternoon, rather people. Good afternoon. This is Big YB, better known as the Saint here in Los Angeles. Happy St. Patrick's Day. This is the Saint here, just basically giving some type of rundown of what my intentions is based on the city of Los Angeles, the free people of color, the Creoles of color, and our Afro-American urban Black American people here in Southern California on the west coast of the United States. You had 20 different countries based on the Caribbeans, Haiti, maybe some relations to the Dominican Republic, and 22 African countries that's having to go back to Africa. By these countries having to depart from the American rural, they're being forced to go back to the home country of origin. That's 22 different African countries, from Somalia, Sudan, Mauritania, you name it, all around Africa, 22 countries, 22 different cities and towns and villages. And also the Caribbeans, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, a few other, Caribbean landmarks and places that has been strictly banned from traveling to the United States, as well as being able to have actual permitted or actual citizenship here in the United States as actual citizens while here in the United States. These people have been, completely banned from the United States. So, with traveling and all that going on, with, having some type of pass, a visa permit, with all the restrictions going on, it's been very difficult for them to be able to be here in the United States, especially with newer travel ban rule and regulation there, for them to be able to travel here to the United States. So, with being completely, just say right now at this point in time, exempt from the United States, between Mexico, Central America, Venezuela, South America, Cubans, the Colombians, like I say, the Venezuelans. You have the Haitians. Back in 2010, we helped them with the earthquake big time, helped them out with the earthquake, and helped them get through, with that tragic situation, being that was one of the largest earthquakes in the world. You know what I'm saying? It just happened overseas in 2010, with Haiti coming down on one of the largest, 10.9, 11.0 earthquake out in Haiti back in 2010. So, since then, Haiti's been giving the United States a real big hard time. They've been, completely exempt as either Haitian descendants or full Haitian migrants, especially Haitian immigrants who's coming from Haiti with this disillusion of the United States, feeling that, they can cause corruption here in the United States and disobey, rules and regulations of the United States, and disobey the help that they, was able to receive, maybe just say from an earlier time period, as Haitians coming from out of Haiti and having the rights to be here in the United States. So over time, they burnt those bridges as Haitians. You have foreign migrants throughout the whole United States. Trump is doing a tremendous job right now with trying to clear out all these migrants and trying to get back to Mexico, Guatemala, Central America, El Salvador. You have the CCOT going on right now. The CCOT is basically based on Bukele, Nayib Bukele, which is the San Salvadorian's president, and the president of El Salvador, Mr. Bukele, out there in El Salvador, who's doing a tremendous job, just like Trump, trying to get rid of these migrants and, criminals and rapists and molesters and sexual assaulters and, criminals who's committing all type of criminal offenses. So Trump is doing a very huge job here in the United States itself, as well as overseas, with a few other dictators and leaders and presidents of their own country, putting in some type of real tremendous effort to, bring the peace to the country, and as well to their citizens and peers and elders and ancestors, and you name it, their own, their own family and their own livelihood, ways of coming about and being El Salvadorians and United States citizens and American people wanting better for their own home country of origin. So, that's basically amazing right now in 2025. Trump, since he's been in office, since January 20th, anytime after Tuesday, January 21st, 2025, Trump is basically, basically did all what he could by the United States over about a good 50-day time period. Let's say about a good 60-day, almost a 90-day time period at this time with Trump going into office. Completely just, putting in a numerous amount of work. You know what I mean? A large amount of work, at a huge rate, you know what I'm saying? And it's basically it's life changing, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of people, man. It became a real huge you know what I'm saying, debate of him going in office, and we get him as the 47th president, you know what I'm saying, with a split term there, with him being able to have a second chance in office. So Trump was, real big time based on going in office for a second term after his first chance with running for president and got in office for his first terms. Like I say, he had a split opportunity there with being able to be reelected, and then, not to get sidetracked, he was basically supposed to already have some type of comeback with some type of comeback with a third re-election too as well. So, Trump, you're doing a tremendous job. I'm a kid out of the streets of Los Angeles, young adult rather, not a kid, but a young adult who's experienced gang violence and gang activity. I've experienced, a harsh lifestyle, both good and bad lifestyle, coming out of Baldwin Village, Baldwin Hills, Crenshaw area, Village Green District, and as well as El Camino, and throughout El Camino and Gardena, California. So, I basically been throughout LA County all my life, downtown, at California Hospital. I come from California Hospital in 1992, just a month a day before the 1992 riots, LA riots. I'm a free person of color. Also go by a brother, as a Creole of color, a brother of the Creole heritage, ethnic, racial group. And like I said, we're going big right now in the streets right now, man. I come from where I come from. I'm also known as the Saint, Pat the Dog, a big YB here in Los Angeles. Happy St. Patrick's to everyone once again. And like I say, man, we basically, want to stay in tune to what's all been caused, based on all these changes, like I say, it's really life changing, man, to see these people, be able to improve their countries and understand, that, what counts in the U.S. At the same time. So you have overseas efforts, and then you have United States efforts with our newer president as the 47th president of the United States going into full effect to, make sure our country is safely and strictly secure of all illegal migrants and undocumented criminals and people to come here, as illegal aliens who's not accounted for as actual citizens and who's coming to our country to commit all type of, random acts of violence and, federal offenses. And, the fentanyl come overseas is killing a lot of people who's American. Over about 100,000 lives has been caused, over millions of lives even have been caused over time since this drug has been off the hook in our country. Trump has did a tremendous job with trying to get rid of these migrants left and right, deporting them back to either their own home country of origin, giving them the right charges to be prosecuted upon them, being that they've committed all type of criminal offenses, and as well as sending them to the CCOT, the mega prison over in El Salvador for worse offenses, getting them out of our country, strictly banning these guys, permanently banning these people from entering our great United States of America, who's actually permanently banned, as well as several other countries, from reaching our soil at our borders. He has the National Guard, the U.S. Navy, U.S. Navy SEALs touching at the Gulf of America, which is now considered the Gulf of America, which was formerly known as the Gulf of Mexico. He had the Navy SEALs patrolling these areas to secure our great country of the United States of America. Trump, like I say, is doing a real tremendous job right now, man, breaking all what he can down for the United States. He's looking at the Panama Canal. He's looking at, Greenland. He's looking at other areas of the world to, Americanize and neutralize. And like I say, a lot of these countries, they come in, coming to the United States and to our, our beautiful, great American country, and as unneutralized people. So these people who's, not really so neutralized, or, who come here for all the wrong intentions and for what, their intentions is for all the wrong reasons. It basically put a burden on our American people to have to deal with a migrant from 18th Street to MS-13 or Trendy or wherever, or these Southern Mexicans paying a tribute to the Mexican mafia. Like I said, I've been a victim of gang violence and gang activity. I'm not a fool to none of that. So, I basically became a part of the infamous Village Town Boys gang, also known as the West Side Original Village Stone Bloods gang, or the Rolling 150s El Camino infamous Village Stone Blood gang, claiming 152nd Street as a free person of color, a Creole of color. However, I am a multiracial, multi-ethnic gang leader. Who kind of do that for the free people of color, who has that kind of ancestral background and ties. I broke off from T. Rogers by 2003. We started our own gang, or simply the West Side Village Town Boys Gang. 2003, VTBG 2003. Originated out of the Baldwin Village and broke off and started our own gang down the way on Coliseum, west of the Baldwin Village, at Coliseum of La Brea, Sycamore, and Coliseum, on down to Carmona Avenue at the 3700 block of Coliseum Street and Carmona Avenue, and worked our way on out to Jefferson, giving it the town side image of the village. So we said originally West Side Village Town Boys, and simply Village Town Boys Gang, VTBG 2003. And that was, basically, the start for us as Creoles of color and free people of color who wasn't, really so African American or so, Muslim like under the Black Peace Stone Gang identity, which was the original gang I originally claimed, originating out of the Baldwin Village. Coming about here in Los Angeles for 32 years of my life, coming from California hospital in 1992. This is just a month, a day before the 1992 LA riots. It became, a lot of gang violence and gang activity. It was the peace treaty at first. You had a lot of that going on right here, where you're dealing with roughly middle class, suburban, like kind of like neighborhoods. It's urban, middle class, mixed, multi-ethnic, upscale, middle class, like high class community. So we was always, a part of that lifestyle, other than the South Central, South LA, East LA, east side of South LA, Watts, California, Compton, California, like lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? And so, we basically came about a lot well on the west side of the city of Los Angeles in Southern California, LA County, on the west side of Los Angeles City, and in the inner city of Los Angeles. And a lot of people, what I'm saying, from the east side, they come from other different parts, Houston, Chicago, like the Peace Stones, even they rely on the west side, but they come from Chicago, originally originating out of Chicago as African American Muslims and Black Muslims, paying tribute to the El Rukins, the Main 21, and they got their history. So race count, in 1992, like I said, just a month, a day after I come into the road, they burnt this whole motherfucking city down, excuse my French, and basically put LA on the map in a way that, that you got the Mexicans here, black and brown, undocumented migrants. So, let's just pray that Trump help fix all this, and what the problem is right here in the inner city. Like I say, man, Trump is doing a very tremendous job with getting these migrants back to where they need to come from. He's sending a lot of them to Guantanamo Bay out in Cuba. A lot of Cubans is exempt from the United States. A lot of Colombians is exempt from the United States. A lot of Salvadorians, Central Americans, Nicaraguans, Hondurans, a lot of those people is exempt from the United States. You'll probably see a lot more peaceful, more uplifting country, than what's been caused over so many decades. You know what I'm saying? Not just years, but decades, and lives have been lost. Thousands and hundreds of thousands of lives have been lost due to, unexpected acts and, gang violence and gang activity under so many, situations and so many different times. It all basically, kind of shows, why Trump is, doing what he can to, one day at a time, clean this country up, man. It kind of brings me to tears right now, man, to see that, I've been a victim to the gang life too, man. And, we deal with Smiley Drive gangsters, MS-13, Lil Lokes, Shadow Park, Columbia, Little Psychos, we done dealt with a whole bunch of motherfuckers in this country, man, that kind of, make you sick, man. And so I'm here as a bigger person. I originated out of the Baldwin Village, better known as the Jungles, to help solidify all this and what's been going on, man. Like I said, help, kind of clear my mind and go about things the right way instead of looking ignorant, sitting up in jail for life. And, I'm a real rep, I'm a real 5-star general, working on my stripes every day of my life. So, like I said, I originate out of the Baldwin Village, Big YB #1, the Saint, also known as Pat the Dog. And like I say, man, I've been around since 92, man. I've been living here 32 years of my life in the inner city of Los Angeles. I get out and do these tutorials and, came up with my self-made channel to describe what the lifestyle has been like for a village town boy. And, and just, kind of show, that enlightenment to others with, what this lifestyle, can actually do for you with seeing this change come to light, man. I've always been a bigger person over my people, over my free people of color, Creoles of color. Always set rules for my people to understand right from wrong and how to get along and understand each other as both Afro-American people as urban blacks. You know, me personally, I go by solely, respectfully, Creole of color. So my free people of color and my Creoles of color, last but not least. And you know what I'm saying? That's basically what my life is based on. My mother died on me at 19, and ever since then, you know, I've been working on my life, working on my gang culture, better in my life, my background, trying to look at myself as a bigger, better person, suffering from my loss, suffering from a stage of depression. However, didn't end up in the prison system to fall to the prison system or the gang life or, you know, the statistic lifestyle. I chose to keep my head up and go to Los Angeles Trade Technical College. I also ended up at Abram Freeman Occupational Center, just right downtown, around the corner, just right around the corner from California Hospital, where I come from. Like I said, I'm born and raised here in Los Angeles, California. It's the Saint. Creole colors, what I go by. You know, I have French ancestry, Sweden ancestry. You know, I have a little admixture going on there, other than being solely African American or as a descendant that's African American, Black, Afro American. I thought that was always good to announce. You know, we've always been known as the Hybrids or the Killer Bees. So somehow, somewhere near that, always kind of match with our gang culture and our, you know, our Creole lifestyle and heritage right here in Los Angeles on the West Coast, where that originate. The born leaders of original domains, Los Angeles Blood Gang. Born leaders of original domains, BLOODs, Los Angeles Blood. So, you know, LABG, you know, that's basically always been, you know what I'm saying, something that I base my life on, as the Saint, even as, you know what I'm saying, somebody who's considered Little Saint Patrick or the Saint himself. And, you know what I'm saying, I always basically gave my name to the streets, you know what I'm saying, and whatever I could have did by the streets, hustling, grinding, entrepreneurism, any of that is, you know, what all was my intentions, you know what I'm saying, here in the United States. So we never had bad intentions. My gang was always to the left. We originated in 03, been around for about 20, 21, 22 years now. You know what I'm saying, putting in real heavy work, man, right here in Los Angeles, originating out of the Baldwin Village, you know what I'm saying. It's the Saint. Comment, leave comments, voice your opinion, you know, whether good or bad, homie, I need all that from you. So like I say, man, you'll be hearing a lot from me based on this self-made channel. Like I say, I love all my people. I'm devoted to the Creole heritage, to the Afro-American race under certain circumstances, you know what I'm saying. Just not so big on a lot of enemies and a lot of enemy guys, and you know what I mean. It's just, you know, like I said, it's a big difference now being a 5-star general and a real rep of the Creoles Mafia too at the same time, which is the higher authority over my gang since we've been around. Like I say, that's another thing that I would want to kind of mention. It's an organization, not just a gang. So it's all about race and seeing that you guys improve and stay positive. You know, you have Mafia members who kind of go up in rank, and you know why that's a factor. Maybe just say from 1992. And by 03, we get the town started as the West Side Village Town Boys Gang. Like I say, simply infamous Village Town Boys Gang in 2003. Then later ran with the Blood Identity forming with the Black Pea Stones. We just recently had problems with them just some time after, a little bit before, a little after Pops passed away. So we broke off and became our own independent organization, period, under the Creoles Mafia identity. Like I say, man, we doing this for the free people of color, our American people, our everyday American citizens. We're not doing this for people who want to mess up and, you know, take the wrong kind of chances. We're doing this for the community to come back and make a comeback and keep it rolling, and, you know what I'm saying, make a better comeback more than ever. We'll be talking to the ABC 7 for, you know, better broadcasting. This is my self-made channel. Like I said, I'm into my people all day, every day, man. So if you're looking to make a real change, you're looking to straighten up, be a free person of color, somebody who's Creole, want to learn about their heritage, their rights, and having that understanding a lot better, holla at your boy. I have no problem with dealing with my people on a day-to-day basis. Like I say, man, I'm big time when it comes to race and helping my people to see them sprout as concubines or Louisianians or Los Angeles Creoles, or, you know, crazy Creoles here in Los Angeles. So, you know, that's just something I've, you know, always based my life on. I'm trying to see my people sprout and be the same. You know, that guy with the green on and from the Ville or the town and wearing the red or the green, you know. And like I say, man, you know, it was never no real big, you know what I'm saying, problem with us doing what we did. You know, we never been really seriously hit with the gang injunction. I've, you know, as the leader, maybe just say been kind of suffered from those situations, maybe under certain circumstances, being accused, maybe just say it's just not as worse as certain elders or, you know, other people from the original gang that we once claimed. So the infamous Village Town Boys Gang has always been, you know what I'm saying, at its stable, you know what I mean, peak when it comes to the game, and for our generation of time too, especially. This is the Saint, man. Like I say, man, we out here in Los Angeles, California, from El Camino to Lakewood, homie. We do this, homie. From Trojan side to West Side original. We put Los Angeles City be on lock, trying to make it a safer, more peaceful, more understandable place for our local residents and local peers and residents of our local communities and residential areas here in the United States of America. Always looking to improve one day at a time to help our little young lives improve, our youth improve, and to see them that they know about themselves a lot better, and to see that they, you know what I'm saying, can hang out there in the streets, going to school in crowds and groups, and you know, joining, you know what I'm saying, teammates at the schoolhouse, you know, being able to, you know, each one teach one, and you know, basically understand each other for what it's worth, you know what I'm saying, as bigger, better people, raising these younger people up to par, and you know, actually doing our job and what's right here in Los Angeles City, making a real change to our communities, whether we wear gang attire or not. Trump is, you know, doing a tremendous job, like I say, right now, with dismantling a lot of issues when it comes to that. I'm a gang member myself, looking to see the change for what it's worth, and for Trump to, you know, put his foot down. I'm looking to, you know, watch news every turn around to see what Trump changes is like in the White House, how many consecutive orders he has to sign, to see what kind of changes and orders has been signed and what changes will be made to our country and our great United States of America. Like I say, Trump has basically signed over several executive orders in the White House and the Oval Office, so he's basically putting his foot down left and right to secure our country. Like I say, he has the Navy SEALs out there. He has members been sent out to the CCOT, which is right now probably a current pause, but sending them out to the CCOT itself in El Salvador, lets known Guantanamo Bay. A few of these members, maybe to say at least about 5 El Salvadorian members or Trinidad and Tobago members, have been moved around mistakenly, maybe just say because it's Trump orders. So despite those actions, the judge is basically seeking to that problem right now to see where these inmates should be housed and how that actually work with moving these inmates around, which is a blessing. You don't have anybody off the hook. Everybody's counted for. We just have to get, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, a lot of information on this situation to see how these guys are going to be situated, how they're going to be, you know what I'm saying, housed in these facilities, and, you know, what time they're going to be served with. You know, life is life, man. Either you take it for what it's worth, you make some type of change to your own lives and your daily lives, or you're going to ruin your lives, homie. And I'm like I say, I'm the same. I'm not going to cut you any slack. I love my gang culture. I love my race. I love my people. I love my young peers. You see what I'm saying? I'm a real one. I'm the same. You feel me? I'm to myself all the time. I'm a 5-star general. I'm a real boss. I'm from the streets of Los Angeles, born and raised as a free person of color with an admixture. Maybe just say here as an American neutralized child who's civilized, Americanized, and like I say, neutralized with my head above water. I'm expecting the same from you. I can't make you change. It's on you to want to change. It's on you want to keep your head up and get out here and see life for what it's worth and stay a lot positive and a lot more peaceful amongst a lot of things, and not let a lot, you know what I'm saying, get to you, excuse my French, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, your American world. This is your chance and opportunity to be here from America with actual American citizenship, not having to worry about illegal status of citizenship, and you know what I'm saying, that's basically affecting your daily life if you can't be here and eat off our market or eat weller food that's neutralized food to eat, and you had to go overseas and scrap. You know, you appreciate what you got here in America. You always understand that you blessed with things in these stores, things on these streets that can, you know, can actually get a hold of and get answers from, you know what I'm saying, even law enforcement. You know, some countries don't even have good law enforcement, good food to provide their citizens of their country. Always appreciate what God has given you here as an American person, homie. You see what I'm saying? I'm an American child, been here 32 years of my life, homie, and I appreciate every blessing that I receive, and I'm expecting you as a young man to change your life, or a young adult or elder, to change your life one day at a time, to understand on bloods that you know what I'm saying, this life is not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, I got a little runny nose right now, but like I say, man, you know, you gotta want to change. I mean, I'm a real G. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real founder of the Bloods and pulled with T. Rogers over 20, 30 years before this man even passed, homie. You know what I'm saying? Before I even got out there in the field, when I was claiming my original neighborhood, the jungles other than Village Town. Excuse me. So I say, if you could do this, you know what I'm saying, thinking and lecturing and wanting to be coaches about gangs and how to get out there and sag and wear your pants all down, and you know what I mean, you could do it different. You know what I mean, you can make a change to these people's minds one day at a time by not being so ignorant. You know what I'm saying, putting the wrong things in their head. First of all, being a bigger person over these people, giving the right impression and not the wrong impression here in 2025, homie, and always try to make change, whether it's state, feds or on the streets, you know what I'm saying, with that chance of having your freedom still in the palm of your hands. I mean, always try to make that change and put the right things in these characters' mind, because, you know, you have founders of these gangs, the Bloods, the Crips, Raymonds. You have Mac Thomas out of the Compton area. So don't forget Compton, don't forget none of this gang culture bullcrap. You know what I mean? We know all these founders. Big U just got cracked, and the feds just got him earlier today on federal charges, murder charges, and numerous other charges. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we'll be making these self-made channels. We'll be going up about a lot of people, a lot of things. You know what I mean? A lot of inmates who's never coming home. You know, a lot of executions that'll be conducted at the CCOT. You know, you have a lot of problems, you know, based on a lot of countries not being able to be welcome here in America no more. The Jamaicans, the Venezuelans, the Cubans, the Colombians, the Mexicans, the El Salvadorans. Remember all what I'm telling you, homie, if you don't remember nothing else. This life is no joke. Always take life for what it's worth. Always study law. Always understand what your rights is here in the United States of America as American citizens, as free people of color, as Creoles of color, as Afro-American, Black American people, as urban Black Americans on the West Coast of the United States. That's what I ride for, homie. You see this image, you see my face, you clearly understand what I'm saying, homie. Always try to make a better impact and always make your next move the best move you ever made, always made. You know what I'm saying? Humanity progress, to understand one another, who you getting out there with your people. You know what I'm saying? Influence. See, always try to be a better influence more than you know. See, because a lot of these characters can't hang. They out here committing all type of criminal offenses. They bringing the heat to the block. You know, I want to see some type of real change. So in my hood, man, we doing this for y'all, man. We want to see y'all come about as regular free people of color, whether Creole or full Black or whatever, what you go by. You know, you down with the infamous Village Town Boys gang, you down with the infamous Village Town Boys gang. We're going to always keep it rolling for you, man. We're going to always keep our heads up. Like I said, the Creoles Mafia organization is not just a mafia group, gang, or situation. It's an organization. It's the Creoles Mafia organization here in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Creoles Mafia faction, originating out of 1992. And like I said, we'll be studying the White House. We'll be studying Trump, his education. You know what I'm saying? What the judge's decision is on how these inmates are being moved around. Like I said, they just called Big U from the Rolling 60s, man. They didn't got him, you know what I'm saying, in federal charges, about to ship him away, including about 15, 16, 17 other, 18, 19, 20 other Rolling 60 members, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be basically hit with murder and, you know, other RICO charges, you know what I mean, just you name it. You know, everybody's had to get off the street since Nip. Him and Nip ain't even got along with, you know what I'm saying, what's been going on under that circumstance, with Big U coming up and Nip's problem with Eric Holder there, and Big U being out of favor of Nipsey Hussle. So, you know what I'm saying, you have that problem before you even go down just a few hours ago by the feds. And like I say, it's one day at a time with all what's going on. It's a lot of change to, you know what I mean, come about, and I'm like, this is the most peacefulest documentary I've ever been able to make since I've been doing my self-made channel. This is something I'm going to keep on here permanently, a little 30-minute clip to give you guys, you know what I'm saying, a real rundown on what LA done came to, man. Like I said, I've been a victim to 18th Street, the Lil Oak, Smiley Drive gangsters, some of the worst street gangs. So, you know what I'm saying, my rep has never been too terrible like most of these clats, and you know what I'm saying, I want to see a lot of, you know what I'm saying, territory be welcomed back to my street gang, or my community rather, and my people, so they can scatter out, you know what I'm saying, have a better opportunity right here in local communities and residential areas and greater areas of LA County, more than you think, man. And like I say, man, just get rid of these people knowing they never counted or existed, after so many people have been victimized by these people, you know, who didn't count in our country, you know what I'm saying, legal wise anyway, with legal status anyway, especially too, with committing all these offenses, going to our jailhouses, taking a room in the jailhouses, schoolhouses, taking up all our jobs. You think about it, man. I'm very appreciative to see Trump doing what he's doing as a Republican Party too, at the same time as the 47th president of the United States of America. In the name of Jesus, man, I thank you all for tuning into my self-made channel. It's the same. Check out 152nd Street, the Barber Station. We'll have all that coming to you live. You don't miss out. You don't miss out for nothing, homie. You miss out for a reason. And you stay tuned to the infamous Village Town Boys gang here in Los Angeles. We'll be taking care of you in a non-profit organization, a Creoles Mafia organization. You'll be hearing about. Just stay down, man. Like I say, man, I did this 30-minute clip from the bottom of my heart, man, to let you know, man, that we here for the people. We doing this for the people. We're going to get sharp. We're going to get clean out here, man. We're going to, you know what I'm saying, start opening up a lot of more doors and jobs, and you know what I'm saying, we'll be speaking on, you know, the job opportunities and the way that Trump is, you know what I'm saying, getting rid of a lot of jobs, and a lot of FBI agents and IRS agents, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of CIA agents. He has at the same time those same departments getting out there, the DEA, the ICE department, enforcement, customs and enforcement, immigration, DEA, ATF, U.S. Navy SEALs, National Guards, U.S. Army, everybody at the border to protect our southern border, our northern border, and you know what I'm saying, that border there, period, where we having the most difficulties, you know what I'm saying, facing these migrants and these drug cartels at the border, especially the Sinaloa cartel, Jalisco New Generation cartel has been a problem at the southern border and in other areas of the border. So we'll be taking care as the United States of this problem, you know what I'm saying, left and right, dealing with border crisis and, you know what I'm saying, whatever Trump is bringing to light, you know what I'm saying, with overseas issues, Ukraine and Russia and Ukraine back and forth, war, trying to come to a peace agreement to you know what I'm saying, get these two parties to come to a ceasefire and bring peace to their home country. So like I say, man, every day of our life we're just studying, you know what I'm saying, the lifestyle of American people, and to see, you know what I'm saying, what these new opportunities and changes to be like here in 2025. May God bless you. May you stay blessed, and peace out.